It's time for the love talk of the day. I want to share a little bit of how I view Warren and my husband of 18 years, and how, I would get in trouble for that. 18 years, and how I allow him to be who he is. He has great friends. He's a creative like me, and there's certain things that he needs just for his soul. You know what I mean? And I dare not steal that from him. I think far too many times in relationships, we can try to control a person, and it's all based in fear. Well, if you do that, you may see somebody else. If you do that, that means your mind isn't on me. If you spend too much time doing that, then what are we going to do? You have to trust the strength of your relationship. Of course, you can always build, but you have to give people the freedom to be who they are. What I love about my husband is he knows that I have this core group of girlfriends, the G's, that are like a life source to me. They strengthen me. We talk, we laugh, we share. And so when I'm hanging with the G's, and he knows that I'm gonna probably be there all night, laughing, talking, praying, crying, having a good time, he don't trip, he don't stress, he don't call me when you coming home. Even if it's like 1, 2 in the morning, I'll be like, I'm still with the G's. He'd be like, all right, babe, have a good time. And I do the same thing with him when he's with his friends. When he's talking, when he's hanging out. One, I know he has good friends and he has a great circle. He's not hanging out with no ratchet dudes. And even the ratchet dudes, they won't change him. He will change them. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Of course, this takes maturity and this takes time. And this will be a different conversation if I was still in my 20s, because I didn't feel like this in my 20s, not even in my 30s. But, you know, once you get into your 40s, you're a little different. So maybe let me help somebody that's a little younger. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to allow them to be themselves and trust. It takes a lot of conversation and communication. You cannot punk somebody into being a good boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse. You can't force them to be what you want them to be. It has to be done together, and trust has to be the base. You have to keep God in the center. Listen, what do we want in this relationship? Maybe that's a way to start the conversation. What do we both want in this relationship? How can we communicate with each other in a way where you don't feel on lock, or you don't feel like I'm trying to trap you or trick you? You know, you can be who you are, but make me feel secure. You know what I mean? Like, I can't make myself secure. The way you treat me makes me feel that way. So maybe you're in a different situation. Maybe you don't like your spouse's friends. Maybe all their friends is and you need to discuss it. Discuss it. Don't just be like, don't hang with them, I don't like them. Just ask more questions. You don't feel like somebody's attacking you if they're asking you questions about your friends and things that you do when you're not with your beloved or bae. That's what everybody calls bae. I do not enjoy bae. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. Anyway, give them space to be themselves. That's the love talk for the day. All right. Love you, and I mean it. All right, good people.